Well, I'm going to try and do some apple turnovers here, and I got this recipe off 2 or 3 on the internet. What we'll need is 2 tablespoonfuls of butter, 3 medium apples, peeled and core removed, a quarter teaspoonful of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of white sugar, a dash of nutmeg. And the first thing to do is get your frying pan on at medium, add the butter and brown it. Okay, now that we've got that browned, we have added the apple and just giving it a stir in, and then to that we add a quarter teaspoon of salt and allow that to be mixed in. We just keep stirring this and keep mixing and keep cooking until this begins to soften slightly. The apples will soften a bit, so we'll just see how long that takes. Okay, we've stirred that for about a minute or so, and it's cooking along nicely now. Now we add our white and brown sugar. This is 4 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We just add that in, and again stir it up, and then just keep cooking and stirring now, and allow that temperature to come back up again. Don't want anything to go lumpy here. So that's basically what we're doing, is just keeping this going, stirring and cooking. And this is making a nice sauce. Okay, that's that wee stage done. We'll get back later. Okay, that's been cooking now for about 4 minutes. They're nice and soft. So the last stage is just to add the 1.5 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then we'll stir that in. You can add more or less to suit your taste. I'm just going to put 1 in. A teaspoon, that is, not a tablespoon. And then just stir that in, allow it all to absorb into all the apple, and after that we'll take it off and allow it to cool down. Okay, it's all integrated, as they say. Everything covered, nice sauce in there, nice juice, and it smells lovely in here right now. So we shall turn it off and let that cool down. I'm going to take it out and put it on a plate and let it cool down better. Okay, my next step is to actually form the little pies. Once this is cooled down, I'm just going to use a tender flake to make the pies. I'm going to mix up an egg wash once I've made the pie shapes here, and then put them onto a lined baking tray and in the oven at 400 for 20 to 30 minutes until they're nice and brown. So we'll see how that goes. I'll get back to it. Okay, the next stage is I've prepared the pies and put them in their pastry, and I've got my egg wash ready to go on, so that'll make it nice and brown looking. So I'll put the egg wash on and put the oven on at 400, let it preheat, and then we'll do it for 20 to 25 minutes or so until golden brown. Okay, this actually took 40 minutes at 400 according to the gauge, but I think my cooker is reading low. So there's the pies out, all done, ready to eat. And next time I'm going to use a bit more apple, because as you can see I only got one big one and two wee ones out here. So there you go, apple turnover as it were, handmade. Thank you. Please remember, comment, rate and subscribe.